The Saga of Ragnar Loðbrok, Chapter 6. Then he said that he liked her well, and he thought for certain that she should come with him. But she said it could not be thus. Then he said he wanted her to stay there during the night on the ship. She said that would not happen before he had come home from the journey as he had planned. And it may be that the matter will seem different to you. Then Ragnar called for his treasurer and told him to take that shirt which Thora had owned and which was all embroidered with gold and bring it to him. Then Ragnar offered it to Kraka in this manner. Will you receive this shirt which Thora had made? Marked with silver, this cloth becomes you very well. Her white hands worked this garment. She was dear to the King of Heroes until her death. Kraka spoke in reply. I do not accept this shirt which Thora had made. Marked with silver, wretched cloth is more fitting for me. I am called Kraka, for in soot-black clothes I had driven the goats along the stony paths near the waves. And I will certainly not take this shirt, she said. I will not be arrayed in fine clothes while I am with the poor man. It may be that you would consider me fairer if I were adorned more fairly, but I will now go home. And then you may send men after me, if the matter is the same in your mind, and you want me to go with you. Ragnar said that he would not change his mind, and she went home. And they went as they had intended, as soon as they had wind, and he set about his errand after the fashion he had intended. When he came back, he came to the same harbor as he had before when Kraka had come to him. And that same evening he sent men to find her and speak Ragnar's words, then that she then prepared to depart for good. But she said she could not leave before the morning. Kraka rose up early and went to the bed of the poor woman and man and asked whether they were awake. They said they were awake and asked her what she wanted. She said that she wished to leave and be there no longer. And I know that you killed Heimer, my foster father, and I have no one to reward with more evil than you. But I have been with you a long time, and for this reason I will not let evil be done to you. But I will now declare that each day will be worse for you than the one that came before it. But the last will be the worst of all. And now I will depart. Then she went and proceeded to the ship, and there she was well received. They were given good weather. Then in the same evening, when men prepared their beds, Ragnar said that he wanted Kraka and him to sleep together. She said it could not be thus, as I want you to drink a wedding feast for me, when you come to your kingdom, for that seems more fitting to my honor and to you and our offspring, if we have any. He granted her request, and they traveled well. Ragnar then came home to his land, and a glorious feast was prepared for his return. Then there was a joyful drinking for both his return and his wedding. And the first evening, when they came to one bed, Ragnar wished to consummate their marriage. But she asked to avoid that, because she said that some evil might afterwards be born out of it if her advice was ignored. Ragnar said that cannot be true, and he said that the poor man and woman were not prophetic. He asked how long it should be. Then she said, 3 nights shall pass thus, apart in the evening, although settled together in one hall, before our sacrifice to the holy gods. Thus shall this denial prevent a lasting harm to my son. He whom you are hasty to beget will have no bones. And although she said that, Ragnar gave it no heed, and followed his own advice. And thus ends chapter 6.